Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
Mark 2, the sequel.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop.
We'll let the machine get that because we can't get out of this bench.
We're stuck here.
We're packing up. Not right now. But we're packing and we're leaving for Louisville tomorrow at dawn. So 0 dark 30. But we wanted to talk a little bit about our expectations, our hopes and dreams, and see what we can find. Now, Mark, he's actually going to be the Michael Collins of the adventure. So he gets stuck on the spacecraft that goes around the moon, while Jerry, Matt, and Mark II end up getting to go to the show.
Is it 6 o'clock?
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Somebody's at the door.
Oh. All right.
I'm hoping.
Well, that was fun.
We got 7 minutes.
7 minutes. What is with these people?
7 minutes.
6 o'clock means 6 o'clock, people.
Sorry about that. You're not open yet.
We're not open.
We're open here. Okay. Hey.
Okay, we're shooting something right now.
That's right. He has a number of things from World War II.
All right.
Is that something you sell on consignment, or we would buy them from you? Oh, you will. I should update that. Why don't I do this? I have to knock my car and I'll take a quick look at it.
Bring it on in.
I'm not going to get this done now.
We don't say no when relics are on the line.
That's right.
And we're back.
Through the magic of television. Okay. So we're getting ready for Louisville, the show of shows. Biggest show for us for the year. 2,300 tables. Awesome show. All kinds of stuff. So in addition to being dealers, we're mainly collectors. So we're there to buy stuff just like most of you. So Mark, since you can't go, what are you looking for?
I'm hoping to get a kepi, an SA kepi, with the orange background. It's the Südwest
Group Mitte.
And
Not sure what color Südwest is.
but anyways, it matches my SA shirt.
And you want an early one, right?
Yeah,
Like with the smaller eagle? And
if possible.
but more of the khaki cloth than like the worsted wool or whatever you call it.
Right. Other than that, I don't know what I'd be looking for.
Do you have a tie?
No, I'd need a tie too.
Okay, because another guy asked for a tie. So, sorry, Brent. But you never know. We might find 2 ties.
Oh, that would be helpful.
And honestly, Paul might even have one. We'll see.
But he's really expensive.
He is, right. We don't shop there. But I can't say that on the video. But I just did.
We can cut that out.
Or not. Mark II,
Yes.
What are you looking for at Louisville?
I'm looking for some Victorian British stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like Victorian sex toys.
No.
It scared me.
Good. I'm glad you kept that thought inside of your head.
I don't know why my mind went there. Everybody's got to collect something. Victorian British.
Yes.
That's okay. So what era does that span?
Late 1800s, up until roughly the turn of the century, just a hair after.
Oh.
And some World War I French stuff, maybe. If I got anything left I need yet.
Huh? Okay. As usual, I'll be looking for any interesting SS insignia, ideally some cut-off, blown-up stuff. I also like Army cut-offs and interesting, I mean, I do dabble a little bit in Luftwaffe cut-offs and Navy or Coastal Artillery cut-offs. And the Wisconsin fighting knives that I'm looking for, you never know. I found a couple at Louisville previously, so I try to get the word out. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So we will see how we do. We'll be reporting back nightly. Mark will be joining us virtually. Again, through the magic of television. Other Mark, well, we may see him, we may not. We don't know what's going to happen.
I might get lost in those 2,300 tables.
Exactly. But so we'll report back and let you know how we did. If you're going, be sure to stop by and say hi. If you're not going, watch our videos, and we'll try to make it seem like you're there. So, as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Jerry.
I'm Mark.
I'm Mark, too.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. So this is Matt. He's our newest helper. He's strong like an ox.
Thank you for the compliment.
And
Nice to meet you all. Usually I just do stuff online for the most part. You're not going to be seeing me too much, but I've been working here for close to half a year, would you say?
yeah, I would say.
I'd say close to half a year, but I've known Jerry for well over a decade at this point, and
He was about this big.
pretty much, yeah. And it's just been great working with him. I've learned a lot. I've been able to explore so many different avenues of collecting, learn plenty for myself, learn plenty to help other people out. It's just been a great time overall.
Awesome. We've loved having you here. So what are you going to be looking for at the shows?
Personally, I'm actually going to be looking for an M15 tunic. It's that Imperial German tunic with the field gray and then that bottle green collar kind of.
Right.
And everything else, I really don't know. I've never been to the show of shows, so there's so many things. I'm just kind of looking for that one item that just really, really catches your eye and you think, I got to take this thing home with me.
Right. A lot of times you'll find stuff there that you didn't know you needed until you've seen it for the first time and you're like, oh my God, I got to have that. So yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, we better get packing. So we'll see you at the show of shows.
See you soon.
Hi, I'm Jerry. And I'm Mark. And we're here at the Show of Shows, probably the biggest show here in America, possibly the world. Actually, Mark's not really here. I know you're all sad. We're sad too. I mean, I'm not here. But he wasn't able to come, so he's back watching the shop. But we brought our auxiliary crew here, and we're having a great time seeing all the stuff we can find, and we'll be sharing our finds with you later. And we'll be meeting up with virtual Mark. What do you mean virtual Mark? I mean like the real Mark, but we'll be seeing him virtually. What do you mean real? All right, so thanks for joining us. The crowd's really thick, so this has been a pretty good show for us so far. So it's good to see all of you, and we'll be reporting back soon. All right, we gotta go. All right, can I get something to eat? All right, see you. Mark is joining us virtually, as promised, and not just in puppet form. So we wanted to, I was going to go over some of the things that I picked up at the Show of Shows. And Mark was going to share some of the things that came into the shop this week. So, well, he was forced to remain back at headquarters and taking care of things there. So the show was I thought it was a really good show. The crowd was very thick, I would say the entire time. A lot of people got to meet a lot of people, got to meet a lot of you, which was awesome. It was great meeting so many of you and being able to say hi. Thanks to all of you for all the positive comments on the videos and some of the negative comments too. But that's okay. I can take it. I have big shoulders. In the interest of self-improvement, I appreciate all your constructive comments. All right, so let me show you and share with you a couple things that I picked up at the show today, or over the course of, because we're in the, third day?
Yeah.
The show is kind of strange because there's dealer load-in on Wednesday night, so we have like 2 hours from Wednesday night to stop, drop, and after waiting in incredibly long lines, get our stuff in, kind of get set up, and then shop a little bit. Then Thursday, the show is open, not yet, for dealer setup from like 8 till noon. And at noon, they let in the OVMS club members. And that goes till like 5 o'clock. Then Friday, it opens up to the general public. So today's Saturday. Today is Saturday. It all blurs together. And again, it was open for the general public and the club members. Tomorrow is Sunday, and it's only there for the dealers and I think club members? I'm not sure. But only like 8 to noon. It's just to get everybody loaded out, and go out. So throughout the course of those several days, the show sort of ebbs and flows. People come, people go. But I managed to find a few cool things. Just in order of my stack pile, I was able to pick up from our friend William. Thank you, William. Some for our friend Rick. Hey, Rick. No, other Rick. Apparently these are like French Foreign Legion somethings. I don't know. I have both the white and the blue. I think it's a cummerbund that they wore as part of their uniform. I don't know. I don't collect French, but Rick does, so he should be happy that I got these for him.
What do you mean you don't like French?
Well, no, I love the French people. Especially William and our friend Philippe, who sent us a picture of him wearing a Military Collectibles Shop t-shirt all the way from Normandy.
Excellent.
So that was pretty cool. All right. I managed to find some things in my favorite colors, which are...
Black and white?
Close enough. Black and silver. The biggest thing I picked up was a Liebstandard SS Adolf Hitler flat wire cuff title in uniform removed condition, which, as you know, I like the uniform worn stuff, so that was awesome to find. I got a flat wire anti-gravitational runic collar tab, an NCO flat wire collar tab. In nice, very nice condition. Doesn't have the RCM tag anymore, but still pretty nice. A kind of like we call these kind of the Dachau standard Totenkopf collar tab. A lot of these were found in the storehouses at Dachau when the city was liberated. And finally, an SS Regimental enlisted collar tab, SS3 for Der Führer Regiment. So, some pretty rare and interesting SS pieces of insignia that I was happy to get. There were a lot of SS pieces here at the show. A lot of different dealers had them, a lot of different cuff titles. Not as many unusual collar tabs, a lot of the standard things, officers' runics, a lot of the Dachau foreign volunteer tabs. Some interesting photo albums. Regimentals had some cool albums with cuff titles and things. So, quite a number of uniforms of varying degrees of originality. But a lot of SS stuff. A lot of SS-y prices too, though, I would say. I also picked up a Army breast eagle. Again, kind of a cutoff from the uniform. That probably a late model 44-ish era, 43, 44. Still sewn onto the uniform cloth, so that's cool. Adding that to my collection. Mark, well, I have more stuff, but why don't we let Mark talk since he's visiting us all the way from Milwaukee.
Right. I picked up the bayonet today. I believe it's Polish.
Oh.
It's got an eagle on it, and it looks like a K98 bayonet. It doesn't look like the Austrian bayonets and stuff, but There's a WB on one side with a little Polish eagle.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I believe that's the.
what was that?
I know what model that is. Do you know?
Well, maybe that explains the thing on the other side. It says,
If found, drop in any mailbox.
yes, exactly.
Return postage guaranteed.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, it says WZ24.
Oh, yeah, that's it. The Model 24. Yeah, that's actually a fairly rare bayonet.
Yeah, that's the first one I remember getting.
Does it have a scabbard?
Also got the history of the 89th Division, 1917, 1918.
Oh, can you back that up a little bit? We can't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh, that's
The
nice.
history of the 89th Division,
Wow.
blah, 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 blah.
The rolling W, they call that.
I also got the guy's Purple Heart. It was from World War I,
Wow.
but it was like, this was a wrap brooch. It's named on the back. I'm sure I'll find his name in the book. Well, his name is on the book too. And that's cool.
Yeah.
There was, what else was there? Well, okay, I didn't buy the Foot Locker.
I don't know whether to applaud or boo.
I was almost killed going in the back room when there was a big landslide of stuff that fell down. And, well, anyways, that's when I made the decision not to buy the Foot Locker.
Okay. We'll let that one slide. Just tell me there wasn't anything cool painted on it.
There was some hats too, including his Purple Heart
No?
veteran's hat
Sure.
and his whatever VFW post or whatever,
American Legion.
American Legion. And there was another guy that came in. It's actually the same guy that I brought the Polish bayonet from. Brought in one of these party flags. It seemed like it was in nice condition, small little tear. And then there was,
So you're not going to tell Snowman about that one?
probably will. And I got one of these Greeks flags.
Nice.
It's like the same size as it's like a U-boat size, but it's not Navy mark.
Hmm.
So that was cool.
Like a
It was
3x5, or well.
It was also silver long service, like for the
Oh, Civil Service medal.
silver service, and I also bought a reproduction U-boat badge from somebody else, and then there was some toy soldiers and little action figure things that I didn't bring home.
That's okay. Yeah, no, it sounds like the shop was busy.
Yeah, it was. We had a lot of sales. No real big ones because we didn't have anything big to sell. Well, actually, I think that guy is thinking on that switchboard thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's like, but he did buy a small radio, whatever it was. And, so that was at least something, but it was a lot of small purchases. And, there was a guy brought in a Japanese combat helmet that I made an offer on the puny $75. Well, somebody had been beating on that helmet. There was big dents in all, kids were beating on it with a baseball bat or something. It was it just wasn't valuable anymore. it's just the only person that's going to buy it is somebody that wants one cheap. And it was like, I was almost happy when it walked out.
Yeah, sometimes no is the right answer. Matt, what did you get at the show?
Well, I'm currently working on putting together a mannequin of the 91st Infantry during the First World War, and you really can't have a complete mannequin without a rifle, so I was able to find a really, really nice condition M1917 rifle. It's the P14 pattern that we were giving Lend-Lease to the British, but chambered in 30-06. And then I managed to find a really, really nice, totally deactivated MG0815, because since I also collect Imperial German, having something like that would just be fantastic to have as a centerpiece. It's going to need a little bit of cleanup. It's missing a couple parts, but I personally like projects like that. I like something where I can put time and effort into something, and I love the reward at the end of it. And I think it's going to make a really, really nice centerpiece to my collection.
Yeah, that's very cool. It's a very cool piece. It definitely stopped a lot of traffic. And as we were walking out of the expo center carrying it, there were a lot of little cheerleader girls who were looking at it.
And I also learned they're not light machine guns. They are very, very heavy.
Yeah, well, light machine gun may not be the correct moniker for it. All right, I did pick up a couple other things. I was able to find just a neat variant of the World War I 32nd Division Red Arrow patch. I found a pilot portrait, and the guy just happened to be named Jerry. So I bought that. The lady behind us says, "So you just buy pictures that are named Jerry?" I'll write Jerry on all my pictures and sell them to you. And with that, I did also get a World War I photo scrapbook of an aviation unit. I haven't been able to figure out exactly which aviation unit, but there's a bunch of pilot and plane pictures in this, so that's kind of neat. Some aerial shots, a bunch of crashed planes, blown up planes and things, so that's really cool, worthy of further research. I got, this is kind of big, but it's kind of cool, and this was at the end of the show. You always want to stay to the end of the shows because stuff pops out. Even us, over the course of the show, we managed to open up and put out like 6 more bins. Here, why don't you hold that? So this is a big flag from the Office of Civilian Defense salvage from the Chicago metropolitan area. So a really cool chain-stitched embroidered flag, probably from World War II, given the salvage with the big V emblem in it, but a very heavy, probably rayon flag, again with the chain stitching. And then also with that, I was able to get, still in the wrapper, so this is being unwrapped for the first time since World War II. Nope, I can't do it. Nope. Sorry for the crinkly noise.
You have some music playing.
I suppose I should have unwrapped it when I bought it. Like, I had like a dirty diaper or something. All right, so this is a flag from the United States WPB War Production Board salvage. So this has something to do with salvaging and scrap drives and war production and all that. I believe it was an award flag. And many of you know that I've written a book on the U.S. service flag. The second book of the series on all the rest of the flags I'm still working on, but now I've got a couple more flags to add to it. I actually had a version of this one, but it was pretty rough, pretty beat up and cooked. So this will be a nice minty example for both the book and my own collection. So I was excited about that. And again, that was a very last minute purchase at the show. And then I also just wanted to share one of the things that one of our friends gave us at the show, this is from Avery, he did a hand-drawn series of airborne patches and a very nice airborne portrait. And what was really awesome is he actually included a portrait of our German sock puppet. So, hats off to Avery for being very artistic and in sharing our artistic vision with the German sock puppet. So, I'll be inserting a video about that now.
So we're here at the Show of Shows, and I got this nice gift from Avery, who drew this fantastic airborne pictures for us. And then I look closer, and I see this, it's got a picture of me with a little joke. What kind of boots do frogs wear? Jump boots!
I missed it.
Well, it was virtual. It happened in post. So overall, I think this was a very successful trip. I think we're very exhausted. I think I've had just about enough of the military show for a while. It'll be nice to sleep in my own bed. Yeah, go ahead. What do you got to say?
I heard Paul bought some overpriced flags.
He looked up he looked up shockingly. Paul did find some flags. He actually found some cool flags. He found SA Sturmfahne for a Jaeger unit, and an Imperial German flag, which he promptly sold. And something else. He got a neat Polish helmet that he was crying about because he lost it the first night and he couldn't find it and he was all mad. And then he eventually did find it. It was probably right where it always was. But that's the thing about the show. You get lost really easy. You get turned around. It's like being in a giant labyrinth of military stuff. So, like one of my friends does, Johnny G from ND, he writes stuff on his hand, so he knows where the tables are. I thought that was dumb. No, that's a really smart idea, Johnny G. To put the aisle location and the table number. Because otherwise you get turned around, stuff moves around, people move in and out, you lose track of where you were. It's easy to get lost. And it's hard to go back. I probably talked to a dozen people who were trying to find their way back to something. And I hope some people got it, some people didn't. But overall, everybody I talked to had a really good time at the show. It was great to meet a lot of our friends who watch these videos, some of which have subscribed, some of which said they won't give us thumbs down anymore. But we'll see about that. We do appreciate all the comments and talking to everybody. It's always nice to hear from all of you. So I don't know, Mark, anything else to add?
Not really. It was pretty quiet at the shop. Yeah, I mean, okay, there was a lot of people in, but just small purchases.
Well, like you said, we had taken most of our inventory down anyways, but yeah, you never know. Well, thanks for keeping the home fires burning, while we're off doing all the hard work. Well, we did miss you here. Strangely, we still have a couple extra beers without you here, so. But next year, we'll be sure and bring you back. All right, anything else to add?
No, not really. Well,
at least you're honest. All right, well, thanks to all of you for joining us and Virtual Mark in non-puppet form. We hope to see you again soon when we're all back together in the same location, in the same state. But until then, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Matt.
One more time. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Matt.
And I'm Virtual Mark.
Say it with feeling.
And Virtual Mark.
No, you can just be Mark.
Virtual, just Mark.
All right, we're going with that. Sometimes it's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
But we are the Military Collectibles Shop. That was awesome. All right, thank you everybody. We'll see you next year, Louisville 2025. Until then, this is Jerry and friends signing off.